Whoa, this thing actually works? What? Oh my god. Hello! Way overreacted. Oh my god. Here we go. First vlog ever. And I don't even know what to talk about. So I'm going to talk about my day. My day. Okay, so I'm Brett, the host of this video of the evening. So I go to the University of Toronto and I am taking film. Today we watched All About Eve. Don't know if any of you seen it. If you haven't, go see that movie. Like, what's wrong with you? Best movie of all time. And no, well, sixth, by my opinion. I actually have a top 10 list of movies, or top 100 list, rather, of my favorite movies in order of preference for me. People think this is a bit extreme. I, however, think I'm just eccentric. All About Eve is sixth on that list. And it's just a fantastic movie. I've been trying to get a lot of people that I know to watch it, and they're all like, well, it's in black and white. What's wrong with black and white movies? Black and white movies are better than color movies because then you can imagine the colors. You use your imagination, which no one seems to like to do these days. Anyway, so we watched All About Eve. And I've been telling my film friends that it was fantastic. Now, of course, they believe me. They like black and white movies because, you know what? They're film students. They didn't like black and white movies. They shouldn't have been in the friggin' class. Now, for those who have seen it and know it's a great movie, you know that my film friends were all like, oh my god, this is like the best movie ever, which is exactly what I wanted. The class, the screening actually, was fantastic because, well, for starters, before the screening even started, my professor, pretty well, goes up and starts talking about the movie. We're talking about stardom this week and how Betty Davis is a star. She goes, this is a slight flub. Most people would be like, so what? I would have made that mistake. But me, being humongous movie buff that I am, my teacher goes, yeah, when All About Eve came out, it was like this big-ass thing, and everyone was so into it, and people went nuts. It was like considered one of the best movies of its time, blah, blah, blah. It was nominated for 8 Academy Awards, which it won 6. So yeah. And no, the thing she mentioned about it being a great movie of time, no, that actually was true. The small little itty-bitty thing that no one would have cared about except me, was the fact that it was not nominated for 8 Academy Awards. It was nominated for 14. And it did win 6. But the thing about that is, which is, I think, what kind of pissed me off about it, was that All About Eve set the record for Academy Award nominations, only to be tied with Titanic about 47 years later. So, kind of a big deal. Not really, since we're not talking about Oscar history in class, but, I mean, come on, you're a professor, you got a PhD. Gotta know this shit. Anyway, so that was beforehand, and I thought it was hilarious. So, you know, movie starts going, and people are kind of seeing how funny it is, and how kind of witty it is, and how kind of nice it is. And then my friend who sits beside me usually, Jordy, who always dozes off in class, kind of like this. Like that. Like sometimes me and my friends won't even watch the movie. We will watch Jordy slowly fall over and fall asleep. And it's funny because he has the aisle seat, and then he'll just kind of, and he'll like sprawl out in it. It's hilarious. I was trying to keep him awake because it's one of my favorite movies, and I don't want him to friggin' fall asleep in it because I want him to be able to know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about and gushing about it. So I keep nudging him and going, come on, come on, come on. And he's all like, I'm not sleeping. I'm like, your eyes are closed. You're not watching the movie. Gotcha. So that was kind of funny. That's not really a big thing. The big thing happened. The first big thing happened when the famous line of the movie came on. And for those of you uncool people who have not seen the movie, the famous line is, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night. And, of course, it is a bumpy night. Now, this line, famous line, completely famous, people actually cheered, which surprised me. I didn't think anyone in the, well, it's a big class, so, and I don't know everyone, so chances are someone's seen it. But a lot of people had apparently seen it, and the people were like hooting and cheering, and so did I. I was like, woohoo! Like, best line ever. That was a great moment. One of the best lines, one of the best movies ever, being cheered at in a movie on the big screen. It was pretty awesome. So then the second and more funny thing happens. So near the end, Eve's a bitch. She is talking to a critic called Addison DeWitt, who, if I was in the movie, I was to be cast in the movie, I'd be Addison DeWitt. Not that I'm an asshole, and not that I would do what he does to Eve, at least. I think I'm extremely critical, and I'm extremely witty like that, and try and make jokes about kind of everyone. So I do think I'm kind of Addison-y, DeWitty, if you will. So anyway, so Addison is confronting Eve with stuff, and Eve kind of laughs in his face, and he goes, whack! Like, psh! Big ass slap. And I've been waiting for this part, because it's one of my favorite parts. I think it's hilarious. Finally, someone in this friggin' movie slaps that bitch. And I'm in the middle of class. It happens. I've been sitting on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god, it's coming, it's coming. And then I go, yes! Extremely loudly. And everyone in the theater hears me, and everyone just starts busting out laughing. Now, afterwards, I discussed this with my friends, and I was like, were they laughing at me? And everyone was going, I don't know, they might have been laughing at the movie. But, I mean, it was pretty funny. I mean, that bitch was coming to her. So, you know, there is that. And so, after it came out, or after the movie was over, everyone just kind of got up. No one applauded. I was really hoping people would have applauded. But they didn't. They just did whatever. They were like, oh, I gotta get my next class, blah, blah, blah. Which is really lame, because if you watch a movie, you should like, savor it and talk about it. Which is why I'm really glad I have film friends. Yay, film friends. So we kind of sit around for a little bit, we're talking about it, and we go, and they all liked it. They all loved it, and it was so great. So this was kind of my day in film studies. Kind of a nice day. Because maybe just for the movie, but other than that, it was pretty freaking rad. I'll leave it at that. Post a comment or anything down below. Subscribe if you want. I don't really care. But I would like to hear what you think. If you like this, I will post more videos. If not, which I'm guessing you won't, or usually my guess is wrong. Tell me, and I won't make movies. Just do what you want. So, bye.